Hello everybody and welcome to my first Rank X tutorial on Splat Zones. Today I'm going to be going over some weapons and gear builds, as well as just providing some general tips and strategies. One of my favorite weapons to use in Splat Zones is the custom dually squelchers. This weapon has great coverage and range, as well as having the Ink Storm, which is fantastic for crowd control as well as controlling the Splat Zone. For the dualies, I like to focus on ink recovery and ink saver main. And I personally like to have a lot of swim speed just for mobility because you'll be going back and forth across the map. The next weapon that I like to use for Splat Zones is the Heavy Splatling. This weapon has better range than the dualies, and when using it, you're actually fulfilling more of a support role for your team, where you're staying a little bit further back from the front lines, covering your teammates, as well as focusing on trying to control the Splat Zone. This weapon comes with a sub sprinkler, which is great because you can use it to either maintain turf, where your team can advance onto the zone, as well as controlling the zone itself. And for that, I like to use gear that provides some ink saver for the sub weapon, as well as ink saver for the main. The one downside with the Heavy Splatling is that it has some mobility issues. So to help counter that, I like to have gear that has either swim or run speed up to help fix some of those mobility problems that you can run into. The last weapon that I like to use for Splat Zones is the Aerospray RG. Just like the Heavy Splatling, this weapon also comes with the Sprinkler sub, which allows you to control the zone as well as the turf around the zone and help your team maintain their line or advance their line. As far as gear goes for this weapon, I like to focus on ink recovery up and ink saver main and sub, just like I do for the Heavy Splatling. The one thing different though is that I like to have gear with a special power up, since a well-placed roller explosion can help you either take back your turf or completely reclaim the zone. And now for some gameplay. You can see here we are in the Kelp Dome. I'm using my custom dually squelchers, so I like to stay a little bit like right on the border of the zone, and I throw my special in order to help cover the entire zone when the team is pushing like they are right now. These weapons do have good range, so if you're able just to stay away a little bit, you don't have to be in the center the entire time. You can be more on the border. When I get targeted by Tentamissiles, you don't want them to get credit for that ink coverage, so try to get out of the zone as quickly as possible if you see you're being targeted by Tentamissiles. You see I've got my special. I'm going to throw it more towards their base since they're down 2 people. I want that special to keep them away and make it harder for them to regain control. Alright, here I am using the Heavy Splatling, and you can see I'm staying a lot further away from the zone than I did with my dualies. I throw my sub in there, get the sprinkler going, help cover that zone, and at the same time just trying to support my team, harass the sniper there a little bit, provide some coverage. Here is some Aerospray RG. So you can see there's a roller, help harass the team, push them away from the zone, and just ensure that we maintain control of the zone. Alright, on this map, one of my favorite things to do is throw the sprinkler up on this giant pendulum crane hanging thing. That will just provide a lot of ink up there, right over the zone. It paints a lot for you. Again, use the roller ball to push enemies away, make it harder for them to control the zone. See here I'm jumping to my teammates, taking a lot of fire up there, so I'm going to come down, go over here, throw my sprinkler on the zone. They're in control right now, trying to at least remove or take back control because timer's running out. Don't want to give them any overtime advantages. So use my roller, harass the team, push them back, and maintain control. And here we are, we're jumping, actually now we're going to jump to what it looks like when you finally achieve rank X. So this is my final winning match. Before rank X, I was S+9 here. You can see I was using the custom dually squelchers. We have 2 of those on my team, as well as 2 on the enemy team. You can see just how popular these weapons are. And here we go, rank X. This fun little message pops up. And you go back to the lobby and you're explained what being rank X means. It's kind of cute. Here you are. You're seriously good. Like, seriously good. I like that. Made me feel really good. Okay, so now your rank X is treated a lot like it is during Splatfests, where you have a score. The score goes up and down based on how well you do. So if you do really well, your score will go up a lot. And if you do bad, your score will go down a lot. And if it falls below a certain threshold, the score is reset once a month, And if you're not above that threshold, it actually knocks you down to S+9, and you have to earn that X rank all over again. Thank you all for watching. If you found this helpful, please provide some comments below. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to know. I can provide a lot more footage. I can provide some more tips, but you can see, again, these were my primary weapon builds that I used. I used the custom dually squelchers, the heavy splatling, and the arrow spray. So thanks for tuning in.